with that, boys, let us move to our bantamweight title main event as the champ, Sugar Sean O'Malley, takes on number 5, Marlon Chito Vera. And boys, this is a rematch. These two first fought back in August of 2020 at UFC 252, where Chito won by first round TKO, gave O'Malley a case of the drop foot from a leg kick, and pounded him out with some elbows from guard. Since their last meeting, O'Malley has won 6 straight with 1 no contest against Pedro Munoz, and his last win was against Aljamain Sterling to win the bantamweight title at UFC 292 in August of last year. Chito has gone 5-2 since his big win over O'Malley. After that win, he lost to Aldo, won 4 straight, lost to Sandhagen, and in his most recent fight, he defeated Pedro Munoz by unanimous decision. Boys, I love a good rematch, especially when a title is on the line, and especially one like this that has really been 3 years in the making. So with that, Brandon, kick us off. Who you got?
Oh, man. Okay. So,
did you think a lot about it?
I actually not. Well, yes, I did think a lot about it,
I'm
but
just
I've
shooting
not
in the dark.
I have not done the research that I typically do because it's not working. Like, what am I going to do? Just keep doing research.
Hey, DC admitted on the broadcast tonight his lack of research for the fight. So if DC can do it, Brandon, I think you can.
These are all gut picks. So I'm going to go with Marlon Chito Vera, and the reason why is because I really like the rematch aspect. And O'Malley, just the way he handled the rematch. Like, he just kind of never acknowledging that he lost. To me, it's kind of like when guys get hit and like they kind of smile and shake their head like, no, that didn't hurt. No, that kind of hurt. Like, you're just trying to play that mental. I think O'Malley's in the same boat. And Chito's hard, man, hard to finish. Like, it's not. I don't think it's going to be easy for O'Malley to put him out. And I think when O'Malley's in those type of fights, that's where we start to see a little bit of a struggle for him. So I feel like if he doesn't put Chito away early, it's Chito's got a much better chance to win, I think, in that 5-round war. So I'm going to take Chito Vera, but I actually like him to finish. I'm going to go with 4th round TKO for Chito Vera.
Alrighty, John, who you taking?
This one's interesting, man, because I feel like the only way O'Malley wins is by knockout, but nobody's knocked out Marlon Chito Vera. So he's going to have to be a first. But I do think that if anybody in that division has that, it's definitely him. It's interesting, too, because we talked about the quality of opponent that O'Malley's had building up to this. And obviously, the last couple, when you talk about Petr Yan and then obviously Aljo, very high caliber people. Yeah. But we haven't necessarily seen them with the high caliber necessarily strikers, or we just haven't seen them with that type yet because we haven't seen them at the top very long. It's kind of still recent. My only problem with Chito is the slow start. I don't like that. And I feel like if you give somebody like Sean O'Malley a chance to find his distance and time you, that's when you get put away. So I like Sean O'Malley in this. I think that Chito's going to struggle a little bit. And if he does come out hot, he could walk into some type of counter. But I do think that Sean O'Malley, and we talk about the champion bump, we talk about confidence, and I just don't know that, Sean O'Malley is probably at his peak with that. So, and I know he really wants this. You don't want to lose to the guy who got you for that. And obviously, I imagine he's been working the leg kick defense since that fight. So it shouldn't be a hole again. So I'm going to take Sean O'Malley. I'm going to say by 2nd round knockout.
Yeah, this is really tough for me because I love Chito. I think he has an amazing story, and should he add a world title to that story, it's only going to add to the legacy. And one thing I do like for Chito in this fight is he is capable of replicating the same outcome in that first fight. It's obviously no secret O'Malley's legs have proven to be a bit vulnerable, and Chito has phenomenal kicks, and more importantly, he has really good kicking power. However, like you said, John, I just can't bank on something like that to happen, though, when trying to kind of decide a winner. And the biggest problem for me in this fight is the same one that's sort of plagued Chito's career, as John was getting to, and that is at times it's not even the slow start sometimes. Sometimes he just doesn't ever seem to get going in a fight. And at times the volume and output is too low. I think we saw that in the Sandhagen fight, right? Just never really seemed to get going to the point where his coaches are in the corner like, dude, do not bum me out right now. Like, don't do this to me, I genuinely believe O'Malley is a tough matchup for Chito here, though. The speed, the feints, the footwork, all are key advantages I give to O'Malley, specifically the feints, which Chito had a lot of problems dealing with in that Matt Sandhagen fight. O'Malley is also a really active striker. In almost all of his wins, he significantly outstrikes his opponents. And I can see him kind of freezing Cheeto a bit in this matchup. And again, in a fight against a guy who has had performances with lower output, it's hard not to lean in O'Malley's favor. But Vera has never been finished, and O'Malley has never been 5 rounds. I had scenarios here because if you guys both went O'Malley, I was gonna go Cheeto. But thank you, Brandon, for picking Cheeto there. He's gonna have to keep his legs under him, but if he can, I definitely could see an O'Malley decision win here. Is what I'm going with.